Hey Aries, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So I hope you have been enjoying birthday season. I know it's probably been a little weird this year since you probably weren't able to do as much, but I hope you guys have been enjoying it. You've been home with loved ones, having a few shots, doing what you need to do to celebrate. But yeah, Aries season is almost up. You guys are handing the torch to Taurus. But let's see what's going on for this week for you guys. Okay. So this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries signs. And keep in mind that the energy here could be transferable, so it could be your energy I'm picking up on, or the energy of someone or something around you. Okay. What is going on with the sign of Aries for this week? What can you guys expect? I'm recording this on my cousin Lewis's birthday, so happy birthday, kid. Okay, we have a lot popping out. These are a lot of cards, so we'll look at it and then I'll reshuffle. Okay. All right, so let's start with your energy here at the bottom of the deck, guys. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this talks about, being in a place where you're not anxious about something, you're no longer losing sleep, and there's just a very deep understanding that you have with something. That's why I don't see you guys being worried about this or being anxious about it. Even if it's something difficult to kind of like move away from, you're just not stressing yourself out about it. Now, I see that you guys are in a place where you're really, really feeling empowered, but there was something that was disappointing that was kind of like out of your control, or maybe it was out of someone else's control when it comes to you. So you guys are seeing something for what it is. There's this sense of releasing, there's this sense of letting go. But you guys really, it's like you get to a point where you're realizing this isn't the path for me. And you remove yourself from anything that doesn't make sense. Now, for some of you, there can be a new direction that you're taking in regards to business, finance. There could be something new that's coming in love. But with this, if any of you are working on something, in regards to finances, something new that you're building, I see this being extremely profitable for you. And this is also saying that you don't need anyone else to make this happen. This is something that you yourself could do. So I wanted to address these cards because they did flip, but let's do this in a more organized fashion. Now this deck, guys, is the Wild Unknown Tarot. So what is going on in the Aries world? All right, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Fool card in the reverse. So this is realizing that if there is a path you would have continued on, there would have just been so many bumps in the road. Okay, someone can be having a hard time, moving away from that too. But you moved away from something, it could be difficult still. But you're onto something, guys. Here, there's a new beginning where there's just a lot of passion, a lot of blessings come into this. And it's not something that's going to burden you, okay? It's something that, if anything, it helps you to release any burden you've been feeling. And you guys take off with this very quickly with the Chariot here. For some of you, this could have to do with travel. But I really just feel like it's the speed in which something happens and you knowing that you're in complete control over this. Now, again, there's something that's difficult for you guys to move away from, and maybe it was something that ended very abruptly. If this is something that has to deal with the person, I don't feel like this is someone that you speak to anymore, but there's definitely a loss that's still felt here. So maybe there's a lot of anger, maybe you feel betrayed, maybe someone feels betrayed by you. This could be, if this has to do with love, maybe you're seeing someone you still care about with someone else, and there's a strong sense of betrayal that you feel there. Okay, let's pull 3 more cards. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse again, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so whatever it is that wasn't working out, again, I don't see you guys being involved in this. I don't see you guys speaking to this person or being involved with, whatever this is, if it's a job, if it's, a place you used to visit. So I just don't see any involvement here. I see you seeing it as a waste of time and effort, but there's still a path for you where there's a lot of passion, okay? I just want to see why this Two of Wands is here, if it has to do with what you guys are moving away from or what you're going towards. World card in reverse, and the Hermit card. So the thing is, like, I feel like you guys are having, I don't want to say trouble, but I feel like there's something that you think about, and it's something you haven't gotten over yet 100%, and something that you still think about. There's still some sort of hold that it has on you, and although there is a lot of passion there, either there was or there is, I feel like you guys are just choosing to stay out of it. So even if there's still some unfinished feelings there, you're just keeping yourself removed from the situation because you just want things to be stable. So you're just like, look, let me just leave this in the past and let me do what feels natural and realize that this is just something I had to let go of. Okay. And it could have been someone or something that was just very closely tied to you. Now, again, with this thing not working out, you really take off in another direction. But again, there could just be that anger over, how this thing ended. Okay. All right. So let's use another deck. Let's take out Grand Lux Tarot. I came to Atlanta during the quarantine and all that. And I only took 4 decks with me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going nuts because I've been using the same 4 decks. So I just ordered like a whole bunch on Amazon. But it's going to take like 3 or 4 weeks to get here. Oh my God, on Prime. So bear with me, y'all. All right. What else is going on for Aries? All right, so let's split this bad boy. All right, guys. So we have the Hierophant, beautiful, my favorite card. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Empress card. I really love the energy of this because it's just such a chill energy. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups, all right? So again, we're realizing that there's something you guys turned your back on. And whatever this is, you were able to release so much burden with it. But now you guys are in a place where you're starting something new, and it's something that you're going to put a lot of work into. It's something that you have to, it's like you have to tend to it, on a daily basis, just so, like you're growing a garden. You can't just plant a seed and walk away. But you guys are going to be putting a lot of love and nurturing into something, and it's something that feels very effortless. It's kind of like it has that yin-yang dynamic where it's just like you go with the flow, you go with the current of the ocean with this. I'm like trying to figure out a way to describe my thoughts. But with what it is that you guys are starting, this is something that is not only meant to be in your life, but this is putting you on the path to your life purpose. This is something that is bigger than you in a sense, okay? So let's see why these cards are here. Why is a Hierophant here? We have the Strength card in the reverse. Why is this Hanged Man here? We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords came out twice. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse for the Empress card. So for some of you, it's like you were really, really destined to move away from something. But I just feel as if there's some sort of betrayal that's felt in this. Maybe you're seeing someone you cared about with somebody else. There's something here that can definitely be debilitating to you or to someone around you. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 more cards. Because there's something here, like, you guys are building something so strong, but there's something I feel that emotionally throws you off. We have the Four of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Tower card. Yeah, your mind is really still stuck on something where there's just a big drastic change with it. And again, your mind is still on it. You haven't moved past it yet. With what we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the World card in the reverse. So my question to you, Aries, is why does this still have a hold on you? Because when you look at this energy, this is someone who hasn't fully let something go. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone who kind of has like that blah attitude. This is someone that they don't do something because they genuinely love it. They do it because it's convenient at the time. Okay, so with this, it's like something is being missed, but either you or someone else involved in this is just not genuinely invested. So you have to ask yourself, do you truly miss this person? Do you truly miss this thing? Or are you lonely? Do you not have someone to talk to? Because I just feel like the intention behind what you haven't fully gotten over is not a genuine one. And I don't mean that where you guys are being malicious or someone else is being malicious. I just think that someone is missing something, but it might be for all the wrong reasons. It might not be genuine. So you have to ask yourself, what did you truly get out of it? Is it something that truly fulfilled you and made you a much better person? Or is it just something that was convenient or could be convenient right now? Okay. But you might be thinking about manifesting something that ended, but again, I just don't see the energy behind it being genuine. All right, I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to ask for some cards of guidance here. We'll use the same deck. All right, so let's get 3 cards of guidance for you guys. I see someone, like I said, thinking about manifesting something or going towards something, and honestly, the way I see it, it just makes no sense. But let's get guidance on the situation. All right, so we have the Chariot. So you guys keep getting this card. Let's get 2 more. Gonna get this one because it's popping out. We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. We have the High Priestess and we have the 5 of Wands. All right. The energy that you guys have here is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So there's a situation here where you're really pissed off about something, where I feel like it's kind of like an internal battle where I don't want to say this. It's like you feel like you have a lot of tension within you. You could be fighting, arguing. This can be something that feels kind of like petty to some of you, but there's definitely some sort of struggle. I just feel it being more internal than anything else. Now, on the flip side, even though this could be something that angers you or something that throws someone off here, you're still taking off in a huge direction. And it's like deep down on a soul level, you know that you're on the right path, but there's still times where you guys, look back at, other things that aren't in your life. But it is showing that you have a lot of blessings coming in. There's going to be extreme happiness here. I think you guys just have to give yourselves a second for the 3D part of you to catch up to the 5D, because it's like the 5D already knows that your soul is headed towards something good, that you're going to be extremely happy. But I feel like there's earthly things that you are still attached to or tied to that do no good for you at this point. Okay, so give yourself a second to catch up to what's about to happen, because I see it being very positive for you. We have the Justice card in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, someone feels cheated by something that is no longer in their lives. And it's something that now they're really upset about. So it's like you're starting something that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling, but you're just very bothered internally by whatever this is that you guys are leaving behind. Okay, so I feel like there's just something that's really hitting you guys. Okay, whether it's just starting to hit you or it's something that's kind of been on your mind. But it's something that has to be rejected, and that you have to stand your ground with it, because at this point it's a waste of time and effort. Okay, it's like you're not genuinely yourself when you're around this. For some of you, maybe that's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but for you to have this emotional stability within yourself, you got to realize that this just wasn't complimenting you. It wasn't resonating with you on a soul level. Okay, so this is the energy and the attitude you guys have to have. 9 of Coins, knowing that you're about to excel greatly and that you don't need anyone else for what it is that you're about to do. Not saying that you can't be in a relationship or anything like that, but whatever you're building, you literally don't need anyone else. You can do it by yourself. Okay, all right, guys. So very interesting reading. The next reading I'm going to have for you guys is the mid-month. But if you guys need a personal reading, everything is in the description below. And guys, I've just been letting everyone know that once you purchase a reading on my website, you automatically get sent a confirmation email. Once you have that email, just know that I have it on my end, because a lot of people, they send emails asking for updates. So the quickest way for me to get to your reading, guys, is for you guys to just let me work. So I will respond to you with your reading when it's ready, okay? Follow me on Instagram, guys, High Vibrations 44, and I'm also on Twitter, Bruja Ship. Take care.